With that being said,
High School, where your Rockland Bulldogs will be taking on the Middleborough Sachems.
We are currently bundled up.
We want to take a few moments to recognize the commitment that our seniors and their families have made to the Rockland Baseball program over the course of this season.
From Rockland. How are you doing, my
But first, we'd like to take a moment to welcome our guests from Middleborough High School and recognize the members of the senior class
for the
for the
Sachems.
Sachems.
Hear what the senior night's going to be
The
all about.
seniors for the Sachems are Ryan Marzelli, Cole Kelleher, Danny Mosley, Jacob Waterman, Caden Cariolo, Andrew Donahue, Kyle DeCiccio, Braden Wright, and Brady Boldry. At this time, could you please give their seniors a round of applause. Now, the Rockland Baseball program would like to recognize our senior members of the team. We ask that each senior meet your family members at the third baseline and take a picture with your family when your name is called. Our first senior is Captain Gavin Matos. Gavin will be met by his parents, Patty and John. After graduation, Gavin plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, where he will pursue a degree in business. Our next senior is Joey Mann. Joey will be met by his parents, Nicole and Tom, and his brother Ryan. After graduation, Joey plans on attending Westfield State University, where he will study criminal justice. Our third and final senior is Colin McKenna. Colin will be met by his parents, Sheila and David. After graduation, Colin plans to attend Western New England University, where he will study chemistry. Again, we want to thank our visitors from Middleborough for their patience and our seniors for their efforts and commitment to our athletic programs. Go Dogs!
And fantastic stuff as they get ready, taking their pictures with their family. A great day for senior night and a great day for some Rockland baseball besides a little bit of the rain to start off. But overall, it should be a good game. This is Rockland versus Middleborough. How do you think this game is going to go? Because from what we heard, Rockland's already in the playoffs. So as long as they don't lose by a bajillion, they're more than likely sure to win this game.
Yeah, and I believe the team's in pretty good spirits. I ran into Gavin Matos earlier today at Men's Warehouse, not sponsored. And he seemed in very high spirits, so hopefully they'll do pretty good. I think they can have it in for their senior night. I hope they get the dub tonight.
Yeah, the senior nights, whenever you are in high school sports, most people who have played high school sports, it's almost like it's just a different feeling on senior night. We talked before about how there's not many seniors on this team, one of them being the Manimal, obviously, someone that everyone adores in that locker room, but it just feels like they want it gets up to another game, like they want to impress for the seniors. Since this is their last game, barring the playoffs, like you said before, there's a good chance that they will make it.
Yeah, that would be really great to call the game. I really hope they get a home game.
That would be fantastic. Right now, the way it works, what we're told is that the top 32 teams, when it comes to this ranking, when it comes to it combines record and strength schedule, if I can talk. They put that into effect in all 32 teams, make the tournament 32 out of the possible 60. So, with that being said, Rockland's actually currently in 16th place right now. So that's really good for, being, I think that's 7 and 9 on the year. So a win here could easily push them up to as well.
Did we see a team that was in last place for was that right? Was it 1 to 9? Was it 1 to 9? Yes.
I forget what team. I forget what name of the team was. It was one of
okay, maybe. Something
like that. But with that being said, this is the first game that we're on TV. We're on TV. We're famous now, but like I said before, my name's Justin Bowman. I've been the WRPS commentator for this baseball season and going into next season as well. And we're hoping that DJ Rocco joins us for next season as well.
I will try my very hardest too, because this has been a blast. I wasn't originally too keen on baseball, but I've gotten used to it, and I'm very much looking forward to doing some hockey and football.
And with that being said, what do you think the keys of this game is? Because obviously this Middleborough team, they're around that same strength as Rockland. They have some wins and losses, but it goes back to the one thing that I think we talk about all season long. No matter how many times we've been together, no matter how many times we sing the same tune, it's the mental errors for Rockland. And if they key in on those, they can win any game in this league.
Yeah, for sure. And I believe that the team maybe needs to have a quick chat with each other. Don't let them get in your head, because you can see that from both teams. Even Rockland has been a little more vocal from the dugout these past couple of games. And there's a good chance that the other team can try to do that too, to really mess with them and get the win. But I think if Rockland can keep themselves together and keep everything cohesive, I believe they can get the win.
Yeah. Is there anyone that you're specifically thinking that could have a good day? Obviously, we know Jake Levy, ball boy, past few games, but now he's back on pitching. And we said before, even as a sophomore, he's been the star pitcher here. But besides Jake Levy, who else do you think could really step up for this Rockland team?
I think, per usual, I have to say Gavin Mattos. But I also believe maybe they let Joey Man get out there and get maybe a couple bunts in or something. I think he could at least get a walk.
Joey Bunts. that would be really good there. So as we get wrapped up here and get started, the coaches are just chatting there during the sideline. But it's been like I said, it's been an up and down season. We have a few seniors as well. One of them starting, obviously, like we said before, in Gavin Mattos. But it goes back to the fact that this is still a pretty young team. We've said this before in multiple broadcasts before, making it onto the big screen, as we like to call it. It's the consistency, but it also comes with the youth of the team. Like we said before, there's freshmen on this team. Just look at Dustin Ayer. There's sophomores on this team. Look at Jake Levy. There's juniors on this team. Look at Cooper LaRocco. I mean, this is still a pretty young team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree any more there. And do you think the wetness, the dampness rather, and the very slight wind will make its own rules for this game?
Definitely, if the rain picks up, I could see it playing a factor. But
now it will, because you said that.
Yes, absolutely. The commentator curse, it never fails. It never fails. It's like a boogeyman when it comes to that. But I think, yeah. Well, shout out WWE legend. But I think the biggest thing is it calmed down now. The biggest thing with rain as a contributing factor to baseball games is that if it continues to downpour, that's when it gets slushy. That's when you can slip and stuff like that. When it rains, but then it sort of like stops for a little bit, it sort of solidifies, but it still has that wetness factor. So yes, it absolutely could still play a factor. We see a lot of steals, a lot of wild pitches, especially from this Rockland team. I definitely could play a factor, but for the most part, I think Levy, like we said before, he looks like a star in the making, and I think he'll have a great day.
Yeah, and I can totally see that. And everyone seems to be warming up. And we were talking about the commentator curse just a minute ago. And one of the worst ones was there was a game for hockey, and we had to wait for the game before the game to get set up, before the Rockland game, of course. And it's a really long game. They're like 15 minutes over. And then I think it was Tommy that said, oh, what if they go into overtime? And then they went into overtime, and we had to wait. Lucas, you remember that? Yeah, it was rough, because then we were like probably half an hour to 45 minutes off of schedule. That was a rough time for commentator curse.
Yeah. It strikes in the worst way possible every single time. Obviously, we've been, at least us two together, we've been doing most of, if not all, the baseball games, so it's been pretty good. What we talked about before, though, and we will keep going back to that. like we said, we talked about this being a young team. You see flashes of a really good team here. So going into next year, there could be a lot of expectations.
Yeah, and even just ranked 16th is really impressive. They have a pretty slightly negative record for this season, but it's still pretty close. And this game could easily bring them up, like you said earlier.
You see games like last time we were out here, they faced a 12-5 team, and they were in it for most of the game, and the offense didn't do anything, so they started to roll. But for at least 4.5 to 5 innings, they look like they're really impressive for the moment.
Yeah, for sure. And I think if they could keep it up, work on their offense a little more than their defense, because their defense is pretty solid. But if they work on that offense just a tad bit more, I think we could see runs pouring in like this rain.
And just like that, Levy getting warmed up here. Like we said before, Levy, last time out, 5 scoreless innings, but 3 hits. I mean, he had 6 strikeouts. He was just all over the field, and he's going to be their X factor to win this game.
And let's hope he can recreate that game there. I don't know why he's been the ball boy. Was it a pitching limit situation?
So they wanted to. I bet probably they were, since they're on the cusp of the playoffs, they wanted to save him for the playoffs as well. They want to make sure he's available for both those games. I mean, like we said before, Levy and Nicholson, both sophomores, they're absolutely key in this matchup. But like we said, it's time to play ball. So Middleborough will be up first, number 14.
Now you'll be able to hear the tings and the when the ball gets hit.
Best sounds of baseball.
There it is.
Oh, that's a high fly ball, and that will be over the stadium.
Wow. First hit over the stadium.
And for those who don't know, midway through the season, we had an over the stadium counter, and our great producer, Seth, started that graphic, so
was
now
last
we have
game
that there.
10 or 11?
It was at 11, I believe. Is that one over the stadium as well? Yes, it is!
Wow.
Put the counter at 2.
This is, we need Tommy to get another clicker. We need an over-the-stadium clicker.
That would be, we're asking too much from Tommy at that point. A lot of stuff there. And, good hit, line drive there to left field. But who else? The senior with a great grab. Waving to his fans. Gavin Matos, nothing but praise from Coach Doyle. I mean, he's the ultimate athlete, and honestly, he was originally in the infield, but he became an outfielder, and that transition was just so smooth.
Yeah, and I believe last season he was a catcher, and he moved on from the role to catcher to outfielder / pitcher, and it has only been great.
And that's going to be a high fly ball. Can they get to it? It looks like Levy's going to grab it. Yes, he can. That's 2 outs for Rockland. It just feels like there's a different type of energy here. It's like every time there's a senior night, the vibes reaches another level.
You get more crowd, and more crowd that cares, especially because you get even some of the seniors' friends that just want to see their last game all are in attendance for this.
And that's going to be another high fly ball. Can they get to it? Yes, they can. 1, 2, 3, and Rockland is going to be up that bat. And you can hear one thing that you're hearing a lot. The bench for Rockland is rallying. With just 1 out and 2 outs, just the pop flies. All of a sudden, the energy is just shifting all the way in Rockland's way. And Middleborough, if they're not careful, maybe some runs are scored here in the first.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I think Levy starting out off the right foot can really propel this team's morale and help them get all those runs they really need to win this.
So I believe Dustin Ayer will be up first to pitch, for at bat, my apologies, but should be very interesting. Number 21 here from Middleborough. We have a lefty action. Ooh, first time we've seen that all season long. So going to be really interesting to see what they do there. Middleborough, I believe, is still in the playoff picture as well. So, I mean, if it's a wild shot, but maybe we're seeing a playoff preview. Who knows?
That would be for sure interesting, figuring this is the last regular season game for Rockland.
It's those things, when you are a playoff team, one of the biggest factors, I think, is when you get into these later games, when you know you're going to make the playoffs, looking at playoff opponents when you have them in the regular season, because it's almost like a scout game.
Yeah, and I never really thought about it like that, but that's a great point to bring up. I believe to bring it back to hockey season, the Rockland Bulldogs had played their opponent, and I believe it might have been the same outcome, if I don't my memory serves me correct, which sometimes it doesn't. So,
yeah, you know what? Hey, sometimes it happens. You know, I love. Shout out to the Elvis Costello.
We'll do a little tie check later in the
check.
In the
we
game.
Also have our famous our now Rocco's Rewind umpire check.
Umpire fit check.
Umpire fit check in the 5th inning.
No umpire fit check. Excuse me. No graphic. No graphic. We still have the fit check. Just no graphic.
It is still sponsored by Rocco's Rewind.
Yep.
So be on the lookout for that. But Rockland up. I believe that is Dustin Air up the bat. So let's see if he can get anything started here for the Bulldogs. 0-0. Trying to get something to go. That's a ball. I mean, honestly, talking about Dustin Air, I mean, he's a freshman and he's looked fantastic.
Yeah.
And that'll tip there, so that'll be the first strike. For Middleborough, very interesting. Their pitcher, like we said, the lefty here for Middleborough. And that's going to be a deep drive to center field. Can they get there in time? Yes, they can. That'll be the first out for the Bulldogs here in the first.
Now batting, number 20, Hayden Hatch.
I'm back as the announcer tonight. That's
of course.
Great news.
That's wonderful stuff. On the mound is a right for the Middleborough baseball team. So number 20, Hayden Hatch. And that ball is over the stadium. The counter is at 3.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go back at this. Do you think the counter will go over 9 again?
9.5?
9.5?
And line drive there, but that'll be foul ball. I think it will. I'll still take the under.
Take the under?
I'll believe the delusion of under 9.5.
Seth is taking the over. I'm also taking the over.
Who knows? I mean, I might have already eaten my words because we're in the first inning. We're already at 4. I think 3 or 4. So.
And if you missed it on my Instagram, I just posted the infamous bat reel. Have you seen the bat reel?
I have not. It's something I need to watch out for. And you see a good hit there. Grounder. Can they get to it? No! Rockland gets on base for the first time today. But I mean, talking about Instagram, where can they find you at Instagram?
You can find me on Instagram at DJ Rocco from Rockland, and they can find you on Instagram at Justin Bowman 00.
Yeah, so if you want to check out all of our highlights. I'm a little behind on my highlight reels. Fortunately, caught a little bit of the illness from something in the water, as they like to say. But yeah, some more stuff with that on my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So that should
YouTube
be a lot of fun. Yes. I don't think I have anything posted there, but more or less that could be for my my sport documentaries. Have some plans for that. So especially over the summer, I'll have a lot of free time. So that's gonna be a ball there. For Middleborough, they're just trying to get something to work here. It's number 3 for Rockland. They're trying to get at bat. A wild pitch. That's going to be a steal over to second base, and he'll get there.
The ump fit check later is going to go insane.
I'm already loving it. Almost looks like every dad you'd see at a football game.
Kind of has the Don Rickles build going on a little bit.
And that's going to be a ball there. Quick 3 balls there. No strikes. So Middleborough sort of getting riled early on for right. And that's going to be a walk for the Bulldogs. So Colin McKenna up to bat for the Bulldogs. Only 1 out. This is a huge scoring opportunity here. Runner in scoring position at second base. So
hopefully we'll get to see the triple graphic tonight.
That would be insane. And that's going to line drive there. Can they get to it? Oh, they lost it. Can they still get the out at first? They can. But runners advance to second and third.
Now batting number 4, Cooper Larocco.
So Cooper LaRocco will be up. 2 outs, so a little bit of a dangerous situation, but I think that this can be Rockland's first chance at a run in the first in a little while.
Yeah.
They've only scored 1 run in 2 games so far for the ones that we've broadcasted. So anything could be here. Good fun. Route line drive. Can they get there? Loses the ball. Can they throw it the first? No, they can't. Rockland gets a run to go.
What a great play there for Rockland. Up 1-0 in the bottom of the first.
And guess who's up?
The Manimal himself.
Joey Mann.
With a new walk-up song.
Love it, love it. Obviously, my good friend here, DJ Rocco, the person who does the walk-up introductions. So, congrats, good job by you.
Thank you.
Definitely the voice for it.
I'll take it.
I mean, so here comes Wright. Man thought about it, but the bench is wanting a hit from Joey Mann here.
Everyone wants a hit from Joey Mann.
They're begging for it. And pick off. That'll be safe.
I think you got confused where the home plate was there.
Yeah.
Got a little dizzy.
Whenever I see, his name is B. Wright, first initial B. So I immediately think of NBA star Brandon Wright. And that's going to be over the stadium. Another one there.
Wow. 4?
That's 4.
Do you think that picture's pretty bright?
What do you mean?
Moving along.
Oh, man, I missed the reference again.
His name is B. Wright.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, if he's right, I don't want to be wrong. But that flew right over my head.
Meow.
And
Boy, start doing that for every pitch.
Joey Mann, he really swung for the fences there. So it was almost like a slow motion. He slowed down as it happened.
He's able to do that. He's just that's only 0.1% of his power.
Yeah, if Joey Mann used all of his powers, Rockland would be undefeated. And
that is true.
We'd get investigated by the Athletic Association for Massachusetts. So
Beaker would have to file some serious paperwork.
Here we go, the pitch. Rockland already up 1-0. Pitch there. Joey Mann, that's going to be a grounder there.
Let's
Can
go,
they get
Joey.
to it in time? Can
Let's
Joey
go,
Mann get
Joey.
on base? No. Chance to get Rockland another scoring opportunity. Close, but no cigar. But Rockland, finally, it feels like they're breaking through on the scoring front, and this is the perfect time to do it right before the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, is Tommy ready? Tommy is ready, so I'm going to hand it over to our friend, Tommy!
Yeah, obviously, for those of you who don't know, watching us on TV, this is our segment of the every single between the innings where our friend Tommy here, also known as the Statosaurus Rex, is doing the stats here for us. So Tommy, what do you got?
Alrighty, so I just want to say something. I know this is going to sound weird, but for the first time ever, well, while I've been covering this, a pitcher has recorded what in my books is a perfect inning. What I call it is basically 3 batters in the inning, which Levy did, no balls, all strikes, and he did that with all 6 of his pitches being strikes. And for Bright, I'm just going to call him Bright at this point, he's got 17 on the day, 9 of them being strikes, 8 of them being balls. Yeah, and also, if you're wondering what that athletic association that would investigate us, Joey Mann used all his power, that'd be the MIAA. They have a board.
Yeah, no, Joey Mann would be banned. Just from the world.
Yeah.
Just anything he did in the world, he would be banned from that.
Yeah, if he used his power and his agility in hockey, oh God, I think we'd be undefeated.
Oh my goodness. But with that being said, we'll go back to DJ Rocco as we get started here at the top of the 2nd inning. Should be a lot of fun. So let's get our good
Dogs!
Let's get our good buddy Rocco back up there. And I mean, we said this before. He brings up a good point of how
Tommy?
Jake Levy. I mean, you know what? We'll say both.
Okay, there we go.
But we brought up a good point. Us too. We talked about Levy. He is the superstar of this team because of how good he is at the game.
Yeah. And is he gonna, I'm assuming he's going to continue for the at least this inning, if not the rest of the game.
Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, maybe he gets another start for the playoffs as well. I mean, he's been their go-to guy for a reason. He has
their go-to ball boy.
Has a lot of mustard on that ball. No ketchup.
No ketchup, especially on hot dogs. No ketchup.
I'm just not a catcher guy in general.
I only use it in sparing occasions.
That's fair.
It's not very often.
So here comes Levy. Oh, swing and a miss.
Seth loves to smother himself in ketchup. Is that what you're signing? On your chicken. Oh, okay.
So Levy here with the pitch. Line drive over to shortstop. Can they get there in time? They can. Throw the first. And it's out. What a play! What an extension from Matty to grab that ball, too. Oh, my goodness.
Here's my impression of the ump.
Fantastic stuff here. This is what we paid money for.
Yes. You getting paid for this?
You are?
No.
I'm not either.
Oh, good.
Okay, good enough.
So it's just me.
That being said, 10 for Middleborough. We're trying to get something to go for this team. Levy looking to continue his really good campaign this season. That's another strike for Levy. Levy's on point today.
Commentator curse, buddy. You gotta be careful what you say there.
I'll knock on this floor. It's not wood, but it's close enough.
Knock on Lucas.
And that's going to be a pop fly, and that will be over the stadium.
Number 5?
That's number 5 in the day.
5, wow.
So, just like that. So, like I said before, first time on TV. So, that's another one over the stadium. Number 6 for Wales, guys, is on TV for the first time.
Yeah?
That's really exciting.
That's very cool.
So shout out to everyone watching here on local television.
WRPS Rockland, to be exact.
And that's a good pop fly there to right field. Can they get to it in time? Yes, they can! That's a second out for the Bulldogs.
The girls' lacrosse game just got over. It was senior night, I believe.
Yeah, of course, a lot of senior nights happening around this time. Well, one thing to mention is that we do have a new field behind us.
Yes.
That's really cool. Oh, great line drive there to right field. That's deep. Can they grab it? Yes, they can. What power from Middleborough, but it was not enough. They tracked it down, and Rockland will go on offense.
That was quite a catch there. And I saw the wind take a swift turn to the right there. I'm not sure if you got that.
Yeah, I did too. Definitely, wind it's not as bad as previous times, but it could play a factor even with the slightest wind that we see now. Obviously, you see me like my blue and red gloves.
Sporting the Bulldog colors there?
Of course, yeah. Accidentally, but it's still pretty good there. I mean, overall, Rockland looks stop on wood, but Rockland, I mean, they look great to start this game.
Yeah, and they do. They look fantastic. They look the best they have in a hot minute. I do have to say, especially this shades of the first game. Even in terms of vibe here, the crowd's pretty full. This is the most people I've seen here all season long. And normally that does happen on senior night.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully this happens in the playoffs as well. We'd love to get a rowdy crowd here for the playoffs. So I think the biggest thing is for Wright, his ball control sort of all over the place. You just need to make sure. The point, throwing strikes is going to be hard against this team because this team loves those contact hits. What you're worried about is the ball control getting to a point where there's no point of return, and then all of a sudden he loses his confidence.
Right. Be right.
Also, like I said before, reminds me of Brandon Wright. Used to be a center for the Memphis Grizzlies. So,
like the Bears?
The Bears? Are we talking about the Chicago Bears? Or?
I was talking about the Grizzly Bears.
Well, here, I mean, while we have a moment, one gorilla or 100 men.
Is it 100 Sydney Bacabellas? If it's 100 Sydney Bacabellas, I'm taking the 100 Sydney Bacabellas.
That is a great point. But here comes Rockland. Number 9. I believe that is. I want to say Hayden Hatch, but Hayden Hatch was just up before that. So.
It's Gavin Matos, I believe.
Gavin Matos, yes. I forgot. He's the Rascal Flats guy.
I'm more of
a historian.
I was going to say more of an Elvis Costello guy, but.
I could be a Gavin Matos guy. I could get behind that. So here comes Matos. So that's going to be a strike.
I feel like I'm a Paul Heyman guy shirts. I'm a Gavin Mattos guy.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? Let's make them.
New shirt ideas, Zazzle.com.
I'm on the Gavin Mattos Pro hype train. And oh! The field playing a factor, and he gets the first place.
That's the rain I was telling you about. Possibly something straight in there.
And gotta be careful with Middleborough out there. It looked like he was a little slow to get up. So.
Yeah, this is also Lucas's favorite song.
You know what? I don't blame him. It's a good song. Let me tell you. But I mean, yeah.
Man of many songs.
So Maddie up here, the first baseman for Rockland. 1-0 here. Top of the second. Obama's second swing and miss, and that's going to be a strike. Like we said before, one of the coolest facts of this team, first ever woman to make the baseball team here at Rockland. So that's awesome. But also, not only that, she's also just her IQ, her leadership qualities definitely shine through.
I couldn't agree any more with you. And another thing I'd like to add here is this field. If you look at the field kind of closely, you can see it have a slight haze there. It's not the normal green you see. It's a little darker. I think it's a little wetter. And with that little slip up earlier, I think the rain is going to play a little more of a role than we originally anticipated.
Yeah, I mean, as you see, 3 swings, 3 misses for Maddie, so that'll be the first out here from Middleborough. So here comes Brady Nicholson. And we have a steal attempt here, and he's out! Unbelievable. Coach Doyle is irate.
Still has the hat on, though. That's a good sign. He hasn't completely lost it. You can hear him yelling.
That was
through a new crowd.
The umpire is just shrugging him off. But I mean, I thought that was safe. They called him out. So much for senior night.
Yeah.
How about that? But Nicholson going to try and get something to go. 2 outs here for Rockland as a result. That was a good steal attempt too. So Nicholson going to try and get something to go here for the Bulldogs.
Bottom of the second, 2 outs. 1-0 Rockland.
Can Brady Nicholson make it 2-0? Now we walk.
It's called a walk. They still run over there.
So this is the second time we've seen Dustin Ayer up to bat. And I mean, like we said before, Dustin Ayer, he's only a freshman, but he looks like he's having a fantastic season.
He is. He's a very talented baseball player.
And that ball is tipped and over the stadium, and it looks like the over is going to hit. Looks like I'm putting my money where my mouth is yet again.
What number was that?
That was a 9.5, but now we're at 5, I think.
5, wow. Is it 5 or 6?
It is 5.
5, okay. If Tommy says it's 5, it's 5. 6. Tommy says it's 6, so that means it's 6.
So that's another foul tip there, so that's 2 strikes.
Next to the stadium.
Someone below the stadium loving the walk-up song from Dustin Ayer. And Dustin Ayer get on base for the Bulldogs. Hit that ball. The pitch from right. And they call that a strikeout. Ooh. And just like that, the Bulldogs will go into the 3rd inning, still holding on to that 1-0 lead. We haven't seen many questionable calls recently by umpires. This is the first time we've seen back-to-back questionable calls from the steal attempt and that strikeout call.
Yeah, and the thing I like about the questionable ump calls, you always get those tweets like, ump, what a call, and it's like in the back row of the stadium. Those are the greatest things ever.
Yes.
And now another greatest thing ever. Here's Tommy Welch with some statistics for you. Oh, sorry. Tommy!
The man himself. Tommy, how you doing, my good friend?
So I'm working one-handed here. Alrighty, so 31 pitches for Bright. He's got 17 of them being strikes, 14 of them being balls. And then for Levy, 16 pitches, 13 of them being strikes, 3 of them being balls. It's been a great game so far, and I have to be honest, from my angle, I was sitting, I think, right where, like, there's like a staircase where, like, it meets the non-onyx section and the onyx section. Mattos looked like safe to me. Like, he got the hands in there.
Even from up here, he looked 5 miles.
Yeah, but apparently the ump told him he got him by the feet, which, really? You tagged him by the feet?
Yeah, that's one of those close
unusual.
calls. Yeah, we haven't.
Smart, but unusual.
Not many times during our home broadcast this season we've seen the questionable calls from the umps. That's the first time we've seen one like that. So.
Yeah, definitely.
So with that being said, we'll get DJ Rocco back up here as Middleborough will come in for the 3rd inning. Should be a lot of fun. Get our boy DJ Rocco.
Yes, tell me I can give you one of my napkins.
You have napkins on you.
I do, for things that shouldn't be wet because of the rain.
That is fair. So I mean, we mentioned DJ Rocco, all this stuff from that. While we have him over here, as you see a good line drive hit there. Hot fly, can they get to it in time? Yes, they can.
Joey, man, look at that. Is that right? I believe so.
I believe so.
Wow, look at that.
So how about for those of you who don't know, on the live TV broadcast, what about any interesting guests here for
yesterday I had DJ Biggie Biggs on. We were actually talking about the Snack Shack, and we named it Shauna's Snack Shack, so try to say that a couple times.
No, I'd rather not.
But next week I'm having a live band in. They're going to be performing for like 20 minutes live on the show acoustically. Bright Idea also debuting their new song Ocean Town towards the end of the show. Following week, the Greek Goat Ilya Markopoulos.
Yeah, and of all the broadcasts we've done this season, most of them doing on YouTube. You want to check out WRPS Rockland. Throw that on your YouTube search bar and you'll find us. This has definitely been the coldest game we've done. This is, even with, the wind played a huge factor in our first game, this is the coldest game we've had so far.
You're going to love hockey. It is freezing in there.
Well, no, I absolutely do. Trying to grab it from the line drive, no good. Can they throw it out in time? No, they can't. That was close. Fantastic throw from Nicholson.
I think Joey Mann fell and bounced, actually. I think there was a bounce involved there. We got to get a replay on that.
I heard the song Tsunami afterwards, but obviously, good attempt there, but no good. So, runner on first. So, Levy. The pitch. Strike. That's one of the things we talked about in my interview with Coach Joe earlier in the season. They're telling Levy and Nicholson, especially because they're the best 2 pitchers, to throw strikes. Force them to throw strikes. Oh, and a rare miss there. That's going to get runners on first and second.
There was a very strange effect going on there in our headphones. With the chant, it sounded like a voodoo chant going on there.
Yeah.
That was creepy. That was very creepy.
Maybe that's why the error happened.
Maybe we gotta get in on that. We gotta see what happened there.
Some tribal shout cahoots, as they like to call it.
It's happening again.
I believe that's the bench trying to get into the batter's head.
Might be working. As I punch my microphone. It's the Middleborough
team. Wow. Very interesting. That's a very interesting way of trying to rattle a pitcher. Oh! There'll be a ball there, so 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Jay Levy adjusting the flow. He's got that mullet going.
I saw that hit from the last game when the ball hit the guy, and I think he overplayed it a little bit. I think I got hit harder with the ball in the cage when I was feeding the ball machine.
Sometimes people have a thing for the theatrics.
You got it if you want to get that walk.
And so that will be bases loaded, only 1 out.
Speaking of walks.
Yes, exactly. So all of a sudden a dangerous situation here for Rockland. 1 up here for Middleborough.
Now, Justin, who is your favorite or your top baseball player of all time?
Top baseball player of all time? So it's not going to be one of the best.
That's what I want. Your favorite baseball player.
Because Dustin Pedroia would easily be in the competition. I'm going to take Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly, huh?
Yeah, Joe Kelly used to be a pitcher for the Red Sox and the Dodgers, known for fighting people.
That's the best.
That was his only thing he knew. And you know what? That was the Boston way back then. So.
Still is, really.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd either have to take Gordon Shumway or Randy Poffo.
And that's a wild pitch there, and that will send a run home for Middleborough.
Joey Mann up to pitch. Uh-oh. Crazy plot twist there.
So a wild pitch there. Rao couldn't take control of it. All of a sudden, it's tied. So now runners on second and third, with it being tied. Doing the FSU chant now. I mean, this is great stuff here from Middleborough. Pop fly. That'll be a foul tip. That'll be a strike. Of course, counting our pitches, Tommy with this little clicker. It's a new little invention there. It's really cool. MLB certified. So
it's MLB certified. It's Tommy certified.
Levy. That also gets a pop fly. Now there's a chance to get out if they can get to it in time. Yes, they
can. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit.
Of course, we have our trusty umbrellas at the ready if it gets too bad.
And napkins for my glasses.
Absolutely, or just napkins as our umbrellas.
Yes,
the napkins are the umbrellas. But
Justin, I have a question for you. How does your hair always exactly the same? It's really impressive.
I have just great genes coming from previous generations. I have a bad problem in the fact that my hair grows too fast. Ooh. And I have to get more haircuts, which is a great problem to have.
Yeah,
that's a fantastic problem to have. But it's because I have short, thick hair, and even when I wake up from bed, I rarely have to mess with my hair. As we see a line drive there, deep to center field. Can they get there in time? Meadows drops it. That's going to send 2 runs home for Middleborough. That is a rare miss for the senior.
That was a rough error there.
That is
Middleborough celebrating over there.
I mean, I would too. I mean, you thank your lucky buy yourselves, have your parents buy you lottery tickets, because I mean,
I'm 18.
Yeah.
Not Tommy isn't though.
Matos, that is a rare miss from Matos. That is, and he had it in his glove and everything.
That's true.
Unfortunate. So all of a sudden, this game is turned on its head. So. Now, 1 ball, 0 strikes.
Now, do you think they're going to have to recruit Tommy Welch to get out there and start batting?
Absolutely. Designated hitter? Absolutely. Rao. Steal attempt, and that'll be safe.
Next time the camera cuts on me, I'll do my impression of the ump.
Yes, of course. But Middleborough right now is just rolling in this inning, trying to continue the momentum here and trying to spoil the senior night here for Rockland. And Middleborough's just heckling Levy, and it looks like it's starting to get to him.
All right, here's my ump impression.
Also, your airplane impression as well. So here comes Levy. That's a high fly ball. Can they get to it in time? This time, can they grab it? Yes, they can. And finally, Rockland gets out of the inning. A rare error. And this has been, I hate to say it, but this has been the storyline for most, if not the entirety of the season. It's those errors and those mental mistakes, and that's really been the reason Rockland hasn't been able to be consistent.
Yeah, and I think I can't imagine what would happen if Levy wasn't out there to pitch. I feel like he really was a good call there, putting him back in for this game.
But if it wasn't for him, this game would get out of hand quickly. I mean, clearly, there's obvious reasons to prove that why he is the best player. So, with that being said, Middleborough will come out here on defense. But for Rockland, they're just trying to get 1 or 2 runs back. So, what do you think their strategy has to be here?
I think they have to, like I say every game, I feel like they have to play their part, get in position, get the run. I think if they do that and do it properly, I think they'll be able to even switch it back this half of the inning.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you go for the home run ball, it's just going to be a bunch of pop flies, and you're not going to generate any offense. Just getting the hits, getting on base, grounders, line drives, that's exactly what you need. if you're Rockland, just to chew back into this lead. It's, before it gets out of hand, just get one run back, and then get on base, and then another run, and then another run, and have it build momentum. So we'll see if Wright looked a little shaky in the beginning there, but now you have to feel that he has at least a little bit of confidence back from, the mental error there from Manos.
There's a fog now, and my glasses are getting wet.
Yeah,
it's great news.
Well,
great news.
When we switch cameras, we'll.
Hey, I'm gonna pop the umbrella.
Yeah, got a little worse for wear. Nothing like some rain here. Wonderful. Thank you. Gets it for a little bit. There we go.
I feel like Dale Cooper, especially with the suit.
So there we go.
This is so stupid.
This isn't.
You want to get your own umbrella?
Yeah, I'll probably get my own one here. Oh boy. I
feel like I'm gonna Mary Poppins with this thing.
And pop fly there. That will be caught.
Or even worse, Mrs. Featherbottom. What the giant umbrella?
Absolutely.
Jeez. Can we get a camera on this?
I'm more.
Look at this thing.
Now I'm more.
This thing's huge. Jeez.
I come prepared. What can I tell you? I'm more afraid because when this is gonna blow away. That's and oh god, I have to hold on to this with 2 hands. Oh boy. Yeah, umbrellas may have not been the best move because rain's still hitting it, but there we go.
We'll have to human chain this thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So swing and a miss. That'll be a strike. A ball and a strike. I feel like I'm auditioning for Mary Poppins over here, but like we said before, this has definitely been the worst conditions we've seen. As we see a line drive there, can they get it? Pop fly. They'll grab it. That's going to be 2 outs for Rockland.
I feel like I'm used to just turning my entire body, but I feel like instead of doing the Michael Keaton Batman, I just have to turn my head here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or unless we're going to have umbrella battles.
Yeah, honestly, we can just spin the umbrellas in front, just go like this. Yeah, see, there we go.
There we go.
I'm afraid of ruining your umbrella, so I won't do that.
It's fine.
And that's actually going to be a hit for a bunt. Catcher, can they try and throw it in first in time? They can. So a quick 1-2-3 out there for Rockland. So Middleborough will go into the 4th inning, up 2 runs. And that error from Manos has really been the difference maker.
Yeah, and Tommy's going to come in 1 second because, and I'm going to hand him my umbrella because I'm a generous man.
Honestly, we can just use my umbrella.
Yeah, your umbrella's big enough.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to.
Hey, it's not about the size of the umbrella, all right? It's about the motion of it. So,
all right, there we go, Tommy.
So Tommy, come over here, my good friend. There you go. Okay, at least I'm saying a little drive, but what we got?
Alrighty, so I've got Levy's up. He's got a total of 37 pitches. 23 of them have been strikes. 14 of them have been balls. For Bright, he's got a total of 37 pitches, 22 strikes, and 15 balls. All I have to say is bad inning by the Dogs there in the top half of the 3rd there. Levy throwing good pitching corners because the stats don't lie. 23 strikes off of 37 pitches. That's not bad. Really, really not that bad. So I think Levy's throwing the Dogs a gem, and it's just the stumble there from Matos. It's just I think the stumble there from Matos kind of sent them back a little.
Yeah, that's the only reason they have those 2 runs in that 2-run lead. So
yeah.
That's exactly. I fully agree. So with that being said, we will get Mr. DJ Rocco from Rockland, Mr. DJ Umbrella back out here.
Also, by the way, I have a hot take. They would have only scored 1 of those runs if the Matos error didn't happen. Go Dogs.
My umbrella's starting to fall.
I think we might have to ditch the umbrellas here.
Yeah.
But do you mind if I do my zoom in thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. These umbrellas, they only work for the rain. Not so much for the wind, because I feel like I'm just going to go over the back of the fence right there. Now, Justin, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I fully agree.
I feel like I know him, but sometimes my arms bend backwards, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna zoom out now, and hope everyone's enjoying the game so far. We got top of the 4th inning, as Justin's trying to get his umbrella back intact.
A little bit of a struggle bus right there, but
it's fine. You know. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out now.
Yeah, we're
okay.
good.
Okay.
Don't know where the clip went for it, but
well, I don't even have a tie clip today.
That's fine. So here comes Levy. We tried for the umbrellas, and immediately they almost got whisked away.
And now Seth stole it. Oh no, he has his own umbrella.
Yeah,
look at that.
Greg Norman collection.
Oh, well, nice little shark on it.
So here comes Levy. It's up before 3-1 Middleborough. So 3 balls quick for Levy. Levy's sort of starting to fit a little bit. Can he walk in?
They got the Wizard of Oz guard chants going on over there.
Yeah, I mean
that is a deep cut. Wow.
They're doing everything they can to throw off Levy, and it's working. I mean,
apparently.
But really interesting. So they're going to do a mound visit here.
Did you say mountain visit or mountain meet?
Mound visit.
Mound visit. I kind of like the yes, a mound meet.
Just a mound of meat?
Yes.
Are you a fan of the meat mountain?
The meat mountain. I can't say I'm familiar.
It's an Arby's sandwich with 7 different types of meat on it.
Sounds pretty good.
Yes.
Have you had it?
No.
Oh.
I feel like I would have the meat sweats for a week if I did.
Jaw would probably hurt too.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So Levy, quick little walk there for Middleborough.
Top of the 4th, 3-1. Middleborough?
Yes. Middleborough. You can see right there in our graphic as well.
Well, MHS doesn't help me much.
Yeah, Middleborough.
And I was trying to read the team name, and I have no idea what that says.
Yeah, I think it just says MHS right there.
No, it says S-H-E. What? What? Tommy, come over here. You're coming on mic. You got to say this for me, because I can't say this. Here. All right, we're going to let Tommy say the name of the team.
Okay.
Middleborough Squams.
What a Squams. Okay, thank you, Tommy.
I have never, that's actually, thankfully you said that. I would have never understood that one.
Oh. Sachems?
Sachems, that's going to be a line drive over to first base. Matty gets by it. And that will send a runner to third. But just like that, it's getting worse and worse for Levy, and sort of not the performance he wanted. It started out great, but I mean, it just went south real quick. So can Levy lock in? Still a lot of baseball to play.
Tommy over there cheering on Levy.
Levy with the pitch. It's going to be a steal attempt here. Well, can't throw it in time, so it'll be runners on second and third.
He also just can't throw it at all, apparently.
I think he was more worried about the runner from third going home.
Good point.
Maybe he did throw it into a little bit of miscommunication. Like I said, the errors have been tough to come by.
It's a great game to get the crowd mic here.
Absolutely.
You can hear all our fun chants.
Yeah, there's a lot come from Middleborough, a lot come from the Middleborough crowd, the Rockland crowd as well. I mean, it's been a very electric game atmosphere-wise. So, and foul tip goes off the helmet, so that would be a strike.
Right.
That should be a whenever there's over at the stadium here is whenever there's a strikeout. Such a strike.
Like Zoink Scoop, this is strike, man.
So here comes Levy with the pitch here. 1 out here for Rockland. It's gonna be a high ball.
High ball.
Make sure your glasses are good.
My glasses are pretty good. Not too bad.
And that'll be a walk there for Middleborough. And just like that, bases are loaded yet again in another bad situation for Levy.
Coach cheering on DJ. I don't know who that is, but
Levy with the pitch. That's going to be a foul tip over to the stadium side, but that will be a strike and foul.
Please don't hit Miss Walsh. That would be a tragedy.
Absolutely.
I don't know where she is. She over to the right? I don't know. Oh, she's behind the netting. Okay, she's safe.
There still are a few people right below us.
Who cares about
on
that?
the stanchion.
I'd love to catch a ball. That would be pretty sick. If it came up here and I was like, I just caught it.
Absolutely.
One-handed.
Coach Joe should have signed you.
Yeah.
Recruited you for baseball.
I can't catch anything.
Levy with the pitch. And that's going to be a deep fly. Can they get to it in time? No, they can't. That's going to send 1 run home. That's going to send 2 runs home. Look at the speed on the person from first base. Just like that, 3 runs are scored. That's an RBI triple. All of a sudden, this game is getting out of hand.
That was a sight to see.
Look at this. You saw the speed on the guy from first base. My goodness.
That was pretty fast.
He
if I do say
darted
so myself.
around. Maybe the Red Sox need him. My goodness.
Yeah. It 5-1.
It's not even 5
Middleborough.
It's 6-1.
6-1?
Yeah.
Someone yell at Bika. Tommy, don't actually yell at Bika. Just politely inform him.
And that's going to be an out there. So runner will get the third. Just like that.
Now it is 6-1. There we go.
Yeah, so those watching on TV, a little bit of a graphic error there will get fixed, but it is 6-1. It's gotten really bad for the Bulldogs. The pitch. So that will be a ball.
2 outs. They really need to get this out here.
It's got bad to worse here. So
somehow only Wednesday, if you're watching this live. I don't know how that happened.
Kind of is a strike. Little Wednesday night baseball. No, not the best conditions, but it feels a little summer. Like if it was like Monday. Ooh, Monday was wonderful.
Monday was nice. Little windy.
But still, love the sunny days. As you see a line drive there. What a hit from Middleborough. That will send another run home. And he's going to dart to second base. And he'll get there.
So now it is a 7-1 Middleborough.
And Middleborough just celebrating yet again in their dugout.
This is still the top of the 4th. I feel like the 4th inning is really where it slows down.
Yeah. That would be a strike there. Levy's just trying to get out of the inning. You'd be wondering if Coach Joel decides just to take him out. Just try and switch it up here.
I don't think it's really Levy's fault. I think the other team's a really good hitter.
I mean, yeah, obviously, like we said before, this is also a playoff team, so this is a little bit of a preview. And it just feels like Rockland's not prepared for the big moment. And this comes with being a young team. So here comes Levy with the pitch. And that's going to be a steal over to third. Wild pitch yet again. Everything going wrong for the Bulldogs here. Hearing a lot of hearing it on the mics, a little bit of grunts. I don't know what's going on over there in that Middleborough dugout, but we're hearing it loud and clear on our ends. It's
I thought you were gonna say I was grunting. I was like, I didn't mean to grunt.
No, that was Middleborough.
All right. I didn't hear it. That was only you. Is your monitor higher than mine? It might be.
I had to hear it a little bit.
Maybe I have to turn it up a little bit.
And that's gonna be a grounder over the third. Can they get the out? And they can.
The coach right in front of us wasn't too happy about that, as if they're not 7-1. It's the biggest loss ever, 7-1.
So are they calling that out? I believe they are.
Yeah. Bika updated the score, so whatever Bika says goes.
So now they're actually discussing it. I don't think they're calling that an out. They may be calling that another run scored here for Middleborough.
To be fair, I would fight that if I was the coach. So we're going to see what happens here.
So really interesting to see if they're going to count that as an out or they're going to just count that as a run scored. And it looks like they'll just count that as a run scored, I believe.
Let's see.
Will they update the score here?
It all depends on what Bika does.
And I believe he's still going to hold it 7-1. So that's going to be a steal over the second, and that'll be safe.
The Middleborough is really good at stealing tonight.
Yeah,
for sure. One of the best stealer teams I've seen. Someone just yelled, "Give me that!"
Yeah.
I really needed to say that. I don't know why. It just came over me.
There's a lot of bass in those voices. Steal over the third, and he's safe.
Wow.
2 steals back to back.
Once again, still the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, I mean, it's been rough, to say, for lack of a better word, for the Bulldogs. It looked promising there in the first, but
Looks rough for the Bulldogs. Shocker. Get it? Rough? Someone's calling me. I'm not going to answer my phone.
yeah, that's the bad joke police. That's what they just called you. It's going to be 3 balls, 1 strike.
Song request? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Yeah, there you go. A couple hours late anyway.
Song request is Misery by Room 5. That's Rockland, and that's going to be over the stadium. And it hit a red SUV.
It hit a car?
It did hit a car.
Any dents?
Not to my knowledge.
Hit the car. That's the next graphic.
I don't think that's a graphic we should encourage, but
It's the best one though.
so that would be a walk there for Middleborough.
Who's the ball boy tonight?
I don't know,
Can't tell. It's unfortunate.
but
As I almost fall over.
yeah, of course. But overall, they're just trying to get out of this inning. I mean, this has gone from bad to worse here for Rockland. And swing and a miss. Trying to get the out at third base.
Another steal though.
Yeah,
Another steal first, second.
Runners on second and third. Levy. It's going to be a bad throw.
2 outs, only 1 strike here. Here's my impression of Jerry Seinfeld commentating the game. What's the deal with all these strikeouts?
Oh my goodness. And that's a deep hit. Fly ball. Looks like it will be grabbed. Barring disaster, and it will. And just
That
like
was
that,
a necessary catch there.
finally they just stop the bleeding. That's exactly what, but even then the bleeding, they've already bled out at this point. It's already a 6-run differential here.
I mean, in baseball, it's very doable to come back. I think it's easier in baseball to come back than it is in some other sports. As in, all you need is a good couple of hits.
So like while we have a moment here, we'll talk about our time here at WRPS, you know, our baseball time together. What's been your favorite moment?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would there's a couple. The on-camera moment I would have to say is maybe the bats from last game. The bats were part 2 there. That was
exact noise and everything.
yes. I like that one a lot. And you?
Definitely our last game is the game. Last game I just broke character.
Yeah, that was fun.
I think it's just the entire game because I broke character and I started laughing. It was just
Last game was really fun.
Yeah,
Grunk,
the word grunk broke me if you weren't there for the last broadcast.
You can watch it on YouTube, WRPS Rockland.
There you go. But I mean, you might as well watch something else on YouTube because there's nothing to watch here. It's been all one-sided for Middleborough. But
You can watch all the Rockland's Rewind promos in order on YouTube at DJ Rocco from Rockland.
I don't think you got close enough for the camera.
No? Okay, I'll get close enough next time.
But
Just one singular eye. What's up?
so here comes Rockland. Trying to get something back here.
We'll do a ump fit check in the middle of the 5th, between periods.
Between periods.
Fire me now.
And that's going to be a pop fly over to the right side. And that'll be caught.
1 out.
Now batting, number 8, Joey Mann.
So
Joey Mann up to bat. This is where the game turns itself on its head.
if we can get a Joey Mann home run,
A Joey Mann home run. That would be iconic.
I will get unbelievably hyped. But here comes Joey Mann.
grunts coming to my left. Not from the bench this time.
So we have a ball there. Middleborough trying to get something to go. Call that a strike. Joey Mann trying to get foul tip there. So that'll be 2 strikes, 1 ball. Can they get anything to go? And foul tip there. No luck. Joey Mann.
Lucas, you cold?
The
Yeah?
manimal. Our producing team up here is a little on the chilly side for good reason. It's not the warmest day up here. Call their ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. And the Bulldogs are just trying to get any scores back. It's been all Middleborough after that first score from Rockland. Tip there, grounder, but that would be another foul tip. While we have a moment, I want to definitely just shout out everyone at WRPS. With the playoffs obviously happening soon, fantastic baseball season so far. So, and really interesting to see how they do in the playoffs.
It would be great to get a playoff home game that we could cover.
That would be electric.
7-Eleven or Cumberland Farms?
Cumberland Farms. Good call. I think it has to be. 7-Eleven's iconic, but oh my goodness! What a grab from the Middleborough pitcher! Right, he just played that off like nothing happened. Oh my
What a
goodness!
no-sell there! Wow.
That's the second time we've seen it this season.
Well, the other one was a drop down. This one was just.
He just grabbed it and just shrugged it off. My goodness. And then the crowd goes silent, like nothing just happened. My goodness, he just grabbed that and then he's locked in. I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher in such a flow state. My goodness. And that's gonna be a pop fly. Can they get there in time? No, they can't. What a I can't get over that. What a grab there.
Shades of the first game.
And that was still one of the best plays I think I've ever seen live, let alone commentated. So
I was kind of hoping you were going to say most fantastical.
Fantastical.
I was hoping for a fantastical there.
That can be a new segment. The Justin Bowman fantastical play of the game.
Do you think we're going to see any bats tonight?
I don't think so. I think
that was a bird, not a bat.
I think it's too cold for bats.
Too cold for bats? We'll have to see.
Maybe it's time to introduce the Monster Mash or something like that. That's right. And that's another high fly ball. Can they get to it in time? Grabbed by the third baseman will be good in Middleborough. Will go into the bottom or the top of the 5th actually.
All right. And about it for me. Thank you. Good night. I'm kidding. But please welcome Tommy Welch.
Tommy Welch.
Tommy, you coming in? 1 minute. Sorry.
He's counting his pitches. Like we said before, in the middle of the 5th inning, we'll have our Rocco's Rewind umpire fit check.
Yeah.
So while we talk about the umpire fit check, we'll bring up all the new dates for Rocco's Rewind. And with that being said, the stats
here is
Rex.
Tommy
Welch.
Unbelievable play by that pitcher there. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so for Levy, he's got 71 pitches, reaching that 75 pitch count, the max that we've seen kind of like more recently. 39 strikes for Levy, 32 balls for him. And for Bright, 50 pitches, 20 of them being balls, 30 of them being strikes. So yeah, I'm just gonna forget that the top of that inning didn't happen. So yeah.
I mean, it feels like it's been a tale of two halves of baseball going up to this point, because Levy in the first 2 innings was really good. It's just that these last 2 innings he's sort of fallen apart.
Yeah.
but like we said before, he's a sophomore, and he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
So here we go. DJ Rocco back up here for the start of the 5th inning. As you see a line drive there, and that will not be grabbed, but that will call that foul. As we get DJ Rucco. DJ Rocky Fresh, I like to call him.
All right.
I actually like that nickname.
You do?
Rocky Fresh?
Rocky Fresh, all right. That one won't stick.
I don't have that many nicknames. So.
No?
No, not really. People usually just went by my last name in high school. So.
J-Bo?
That one didn't stick.
No?
That one didn't
Just
stick
Bo?
much. I was a big fan of J-Man when I was in elementary school.
J-Dog?
J-Dog. Never got J-Dog.
No?
No.
First, there you go.
First time for J-Dog. So here comes Levy. Oh. 2 strikes, 1 ball. This Middleborough bench is they're vocal. We'll say that. They are definitely vocal here. Another ball there. I feel like they'd be a better cheerleading squad than a baseball team. Even with them being such a good baseball team. Grand Rapids does. Oh, and they lost it. Chance to get the out. They don't.
They need every out they can get at this point. Top of the 5th.
It's gotten from bad to worse for Rockland.
7-1.
Yeah, and the last thing they need is to have it build and have even more runs scored.
Yes.
Are you trying to manage a spirit ball together? Is that
Yes. It was pitch.
As we see a hit over there to the right side, it's going to be foul. Reminds me about one of my favorite podcasts. You know, the South Varsity podcast. Definitely a big fan of that. So shout out to that.
Coffee hour coming soon. Hashtag will not watch. I'm kidding.
And that's going to be a line drive there. And they can't get to it, so that's going to put 2 runners on for Middleborough. And Matos, that is his 2nd error of the day.
You know what his favorite candy bar is?
What is it?
Butterfingers.
Wow.
How are you not expecting that?
That
was so obvious.
I thought Matos was your friend.
He is.
Oh my good, that is ruthless.
Anyone is going to get that, though. I don't care who you are.
It feels like the spy from Team Fortress 2. I mean, that level of betrayal is insane. I never really was on your side, I guess. My goodness.
I highly doubt anyone's going to watch this game back, so.
Right there. I mean, Coach Joe might do it for film, so. So looking for the bunt here. That's what Coach Stoll is saying. Levy with the pitch. 7-1 Rockland, or 7-1 Middleborough. I wish it was 7-1 Rockland.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
2 balls there. So, doing the Superman pose, even though he's not on camera. Love it. He's just checking himself out.
Yeah, you know.
Introducing, you're prepping the gun shows.
Yeah,
so let's say it. You know,
like Lucas.
Lucas,
but not as cool.
Lucas is a bodybuilder.
Yeah, Lucas is
absolutely torqued.
He goes to the gym more often than Seth Wazuski, actually.
You know who needs pre-workout? Jake Levy, because he is struggling today.
May need some KT tape out of this game too.
Maybe some rosin as well. Pitch. And that's going to be another line drive. Can Matos grab this one? No, he can't. That's a deep grab there. That's going to send another run home for Middleborough. Look at the speed from number 10. It's 8-1 Middleborough. And if you had to take anything good away as we get a mound visit here from Coach Doyle, is at least the
commentary is good.
Yeah, the commentary is good, but I mean, Middleborough, the chemistry there seems really good.
It does for sure.
And it looks like Jake Levy will be coming out, not even going in the field. Looks like it will be I believe, I don't know. Yeah, it will be Nicholson. So the top two guys. So the top guy doesn't go. So Nicholson going to try and right the wrongs of what Jake Levy did. And while we have a moment, maybe we can get a. That's Matos.
Oh, there we go. Let's go, Gavin. There we go. Look at that.
My apologies. But
yeah,
so Matos will be your pitcher. So that'll be really interesting. If we can get some help from our cameraman Luke, maybe we can get while we have a moment, go to our umpire, get our Rocco's Rewind.
Ooh,
umpire fit check.
All right, yeah, right there, that guy. Okay, so we got the dark gray pants per usual. Is it dark gray sneakers as well? That's a new one. I haven't seen that.
There we go.
But we got the blue hat with something written on it. Can't entirely see what it says. But the dark Massachusetts MBA, I'm assuming. Okay, and then we also have the navy blue with the red and white stripes on the jacket. Very stylish outfit, especially matching the sneakers to the pants.
What would you rate the outfit here?
Rate the outfit solid 8.3. 8.3.
That's really
4?
solid.
Wow. Talmy gave it a 4. All right, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that.
And just like that, we will get right back into this game. And Gavin Matos, so not really doing the best in the outfield, so they're going to try him at pitcher and see if he can get Rockland out of this rut. Levy, I mean, like we said before, Levy started out great. He just trailed off at the worst possible time, and the errors didn't help him.
Yeah, for definitely. And I think Gavin Matos could come in for the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Relief. Relief. There we go. Look at that. Professional commentator at work.
So as we get warmed up here, Middleborough, like we said before, no outs here. It's I believe it's the top of the 5th. So, I mean, it's just going to get worse and worse if Gavin Matos can't get anything to go here for Rockland. But we got our umpire fit check out of the way.
Tie check still to come at the between the 6th and 7th inning. So.
Of course. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Middleborough up to bat. 2 runners on, first and second. That'll be a wild pitch. Thought about running to third, but no good for Middleborough.
Still got a game going on behind us in the backfield.
I believe that is lacrosse.
Possibly. Very good chance.
That's going to be 2 balls quick for Matos. On pace to never throw a strike.
Yes. I'm stretching my back.
Are you squatting?
Yeah, this is as far as I can go with this jacket on.
And that's a 3rd ball there for Matos. It's not looking any better for Rockland.
This guy's kind of creepy tonight. Let's hope for some bats later.
And that's going to be a walk. So all of a sudden, runners on bases for all of them. 3rd, 2nd, and 3rd.
Somehow Tommy got in a car and is now screaming out the window. Oh, he's still next to us? Wow. There's 2 of them.
So would that make him Tooey Welsh? and it just feels like Matos is just having an off day.
I don't think it's necessarily him. Maybe the mound's a little wet.
That is true. Could definitely play a huge factor. Swing and miss. Impressive for Matos.
8-1, Middleborough, bottom of the 5th inning.
It's actually top of the 5th.
No, I was wrong.
So we'll definitely get, like we said before, tie check. Maybe we can get an outfit check before our outfits.
Outfit check? Yeah. Oh, I like the sneakers today.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Obviously, we'll do the outfit check in between innings. In between
1 out for Matos there.
So he does get the out there. So it's only 1 out. He needs 2 more. 2 strikeouts.
2 strikeouts.
And wild pitch there. Matos immediately ran home because he knew what could happen, but so, trying to is Matos.
Heavy boos coming in.
Matos with the pitch. Now tips. That will be 2 strikes, or 1 strike actually.
There's an audible "ah" coming from the stands.
So here we go. Matos, the 1-1 pitch. That'll be another ball. Definitely, the like you said before, the wetness of the mound is definitely playing an issue.
I'm nodding my head for everyone that can't see me.
Absolutely.
And there's only about 3 people that can see me, so.
Okay. I can see.
Good. You're one of the 3?
That's 3. And that's another ball for Matos.
Is there a maximum amount of balls you can have?
Like bouncy balls, or what type of balls are you talking about?
Like the balls, like a strike?
So every 4 balls it is a walk.
So right now?
Yes. And they just gave up another run as a result.
Oof. So 9-1?
Yep, 9-1 Middleborough. So
It looks like, if the camera goes back on us, it kind of looks like Twins. You ever seen the movie Twins?
yes.
That's kind of what it looks like right now.
Yeah. I mean, Matos probably needs a twin to take the blame for this loss. I mean, he has not looked good. Unless they swing at it and it's a strikeout or a foul tip. It's been nothing but balls thrown by Gavin Matos. Getting close to that mercy rule. Should be not the best scenario. One pitch coming up for Matos. At the top of the 5th. Bases loaded, trying to get out of a log jam situation. They call that a strike.
First strike in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a rough day for Matos.
It has, but I think he can pull it off. I have faith in him.
So, Gavin Matos, the 2-1 pitch. That'll be a ball. So 2-2 pitch coming up for Matos. Lucas and Rocco here exchanging energies. I don't know what's going on there. Trying to throw the out. He can't. That sends another run home for Middleborough.
10-1 Middleborough. Top of the fifth inning. Oh, zoom in. Colin, can we get a zoom in? Thank you. All right, this is the top. Let's go one eye. This is the top of the 5th. This is the top of the 5th inning, and it's 10-1. I think they really need to pick it up here in order to win this game. And this is the fresh haircut on Justin here. But
Yes.
they really need to pick it up, and I think they can do it.
Yeah, my haircut, we said before, but it's from Uptown's Finest on Union Street. So shout out to Uptown's Finest.
You have one of the few haircuts I always like to ask people. I say, where'd you get the haircut? And they tell me, and I say, all right, remind me not to go there. But you get a pass for this one.
What? You don't like the haircut?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying you get a pass.
Okay, I was gonna.
Normally,
they're like normally I call people's haircuts the worst haircuts I've ever seen.
Right.
Nice pitch. Be a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's not. I mean, the ball to strike ratio for Matos has not been good today, ever since he's been put on the mound. So here it comes.
Mounds are almond joys.
Goes off Matos yet again. More like mounds, and that will be an out. They luckily get 1 out, but it's 11-1.
Is 11-1?
11-1 with 2 outs.
Jeez, I think Bika should start messing with this and just swap the scores.
Can we turn off the Middleborough score?
He can hit the horn. He can hit the horn.
That's true.
He has free will to hit the horn.
He has free will. Yeah, that is true. He has free will to hit the horn if need be.
So Bika, hit the horn, please.
As you see a good hit there. Line drive, that'll be foul to the left side.
I've been replaced by Claude Rains.
Yep. I now with my.
What's going on here?
So Doyle's coming up.
Doyle's gonna pitch.
And a standing ovation here for Gavin Matos.
I always love messing with the camera when you can't see it on me. It's always fun.
But
Yeah, it's the best part of the game, actually.
I believe they're already at that mercy rule 10-run thing. So if Rockland can't get any runs here in the bottom of the 5th, could get really bad. Caleb Wallow, the pitch. We saw it was a surprisingly good day from Caleb Wallow last time we both commented.
Yeah.
So
You know, it's funny. We both missed one game this season, and we've commentated the same amount.
yeah,
There you go.
little stat.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm stealing your job. Actually, he actually stole both of our jobs for that one game we were both out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tommy did a serviceable job, honestly.
Yeah.
So wind's starting to pick up at the worst
Wind's-
possible time. Yep. This is wonderful.
Here it goes. I'm glad I wore the big jacket.
Not even an umbrella can save us, but a little bit of a fit check. Love the mafia coat.
Thank you. Yeah. Gotta get a. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I do when I put it on. I go,
Hey, get out of here. But yeah,
okay, gabagool. That's a.
nothing like some good gabagool, you know.
Now, if we're talking Italian sub, right?
Yes.
What are you saying?
What do Italians say when it comes to the Italian subs?
Everything?
Merci beaucoup. I don't know.
That's French.
Oh,
Wrong.
I'm more of an Italian meatball sub type of guy.
Ooh, meatball sub. Those are pretty
Gotta
good.
get some Parmesan cheese, some provolone.
What are your thoughts on meatloaf subs?
Didn't know those were a thing.
Yes, very good too. You gotta get some meatloaf, cheese, and gravy, and you're off to a good start there.
Interesting.
You gotta try it. Market Basket has a pretty good one. Not sponsored.
Market Basket, definitely a fantastic place. New one in Hanover. It's been there for a while now.
It's not so much newer. It's newer.
Yeah, it's been there
Newish.
for about 6 years now. Wow, it's been 6 years.
No way. It's been 6 years. Has it?
It was constructed in 2019.
Well,
It's been 6 years.
look at that. Market Basket Statosaurus Rex over here.
Yeah, I'd see.
Mr. Market Basket.
Mr. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Tommy telling us that he likes prawns. So,
I prefer crawfish.
yeah, that is true. So here comes Middleborough.
This is the French rule called the Merci rule. And to speak a little more French, the Rockland has a score of un.
Oh, look at that! Look at you.
I know.
Oh, and a swing and a miss there early for Caleb Wallow.
Fun fact: Elvis Costello has a song where every once in a while, on from the exact, it's constant. There's some random lady that just goes un.
Really?
I'm dead serious. It's like an 8-minute song. So like every 15 seconds or so, it'll just go un, and you know when it's coming up too. You get the finger going un.
It's like tequila.
Yeah,
But
but way more often.
That's my go-to karaoke song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Foul tip. So 2 strikes, 1 ball here for Caleb Wallow early on.
It's always fun when we can hit like the 50s doo-wop voices on that one, like tequila. You know what I mean? You ever do that one?
I haven't gone that high octave.
Oh man.
And that's a strikeout for Caleb Wallow. They finally get out of the inning.
At the top of the inning. It's not completely over
I
yet.
know, at least they can go back on offense, but
That's true.
man,
11-1 Middleborough, bottom of the 5th now.
in that mercy rule range, so if they can't get any runs scored, it looks like it could be curtains for the Bulldogs.
So I think it might be a good play to do a quick tie check here. So we got as you can see, it's a Paisley design, but the real kicker is the Elvis Costello pin. That's the best part right there, if it wants to focus there. But that at the Elvis Costello concert, along with a giant autographed poster. But this was much cheaper than the giant autographed poster.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fantastic.
Thank you, I appreciate it. We got the giant jacket on.
What's your favorite tie?
My favorite tie, it's the one I wore on Monday.
Definitely.
With the Pink Panther golfing. That's a very good one.
I will say, Lucas, like we said in the first game, he had the Abraham-looking thing with the beard, but he doesn't have the beard part of the hat.
He was wearing it earlier.
He was.
You missed it.
Oh man, I missed it. Should bring it back.
Do you have a favorite tie you own?
Huh?
Do you have a favorite tie?
I used to own a. So it was back. This is way back. We're talking about like.
We're about to hear a crazy story.
We're talking about 2008.
Oh, wow.
We're going back. So I wore a suit early on. I don't know why. It was like first day of school because my mom loved making me wear suits. And I had a Boston Bruins tie.
Ooh.
With like all the players from like that year.
That's pretty sick.
And a fun fact, I lost the tie. That was the fun fact that I lost the tie. But I actually got it autographed by one of the Bruins players.
Really?
Of that season.
That's very cool.
And then I lost the tie.
Who is your favorite all-time Bruin?
All time. Ooh, that's a great question. I would probably say.
Well, I'm going to give you mine while you think.
Yeah.
I would have to go with the legendary Bruce Shoebottom. He's my favorite all-time player.
That is a fantastic choice.
Deep cut right there.
Deep
I've
cut.
met him twice. Very nice guy.
As we see Matty up here to bat. You know what? Let me go to another deep cut. Let's go Daniel Pyatt.
Oh, jeez.
Daniel Pyatt, the fourth liner from back in the day. Swing and a miss from Matty. That's going to be a strikeout.
That was 3 strikes?
Yes.
That's a quick one.
Yeah, that was quick. I mean,
Someone
we were
just
just talking
slammed
about
the
Prince
door
Base, but I mean, obviously, Daniel Pyatt, one of my favorites, Sean Thornton. Always loved an enforcer. Trying to think of others as well. I was a big Jake DeBrusque guy.
Yeah?
Big Jake
He's
DeBrusque
pretty good.
guy.
He's pretty good.
So he's on the Canucks right now, I believe.
Is he?
Yes.
Canucks. You don't see many Canucks games. They're always at like midnight.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, because they're in a different. No, I don't think they're in a different time zone from California. I could be wrong.
California.
Yes.
Canadian.
No, I know, but that's the same time.
Oh,
zone.
whoa.
But I don't know. British Columbia is a little more.
They
west.
might be very close, at least.
And they're
Within an hour, I'd say.
within an hour. But I think they're within the same area. I could be wrong.
I think California games start at like 10, and those start at like 11.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on anything. Except it's rewind time.
It's a good grab there. Good at bat there.
2 outs. If they're unable to score a run, the game is nicked. Like the team that beat the Celtics.
Yeah.
Right? The Nets. Nick. No. Tommy, come here. Come on. You gotta tell everyone. On Tommy Welch on mic. He's gonna explain what's going on.
You cannot. Sign language is not.
More runs.
2 more runs? 2 more runs. Okay, that's good news. The game is not over yet.
But
That was a quick inning.
Yeah, that was a quick.
That was a very quick inning.
That was a quick inning.
You were wrong?
So with that being said, I knew it was 10, but I wanted to Tommy Welch gave a little bit. See Lucas here. I wanted to go back to if the camera goes back to us for a moment, I want to just say thank you to everyone here at WRPS, and thank you for our first ever TV broadcast here as we get our final score.
Colin, can you switch on us real quick?
That'll be Middleborough 10 or Middleborough 11, Rockland 1, and I'm going to be really interested to see how this team performs in the playoffs.
Yeah, it will be certainly a sight to see. Hopefully we can get a home game. And thank you, everyone. If I'm unable to call the next broadcast, thank you for a great season. Hopefully I'll be back next season. And
hockey season's going to be electric.
Hockey season's going to be fantastic. And let's give it over to Tommy.
Alrighty, so I have the official pitch count for Dustin Air: 3 strikes, 1 ball, and for Bright going all 9 innings, 22 balls, 35 strikes for him. As tough game to lose.
Yeah, but it looks like they will still be in the playoff tournament. So
yeah, definitely.
But obviously, like I said, that will do it for us here in the regular season for WRPS. And this is Justin Bowman, Tommy Welch, good friend DJ Rocco with us signing off. We will see you guys for